The stream you are about to see is a work of fiction. It is a game of rolling dice, doing improv, and doing math. We will be using language that is not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to another episode of Hoons and Woons, Dungeons and Dragons. Well, the name is still a work in progress. I am your Dungeon Master, Chase. I am here with Globb this evening. Oh shoot, I forgot to... And I have my baby in the background, please ignore the baby, but he will be with us today. Today is the very special one-shot for just me and Globb, because Globb missed last session and he wanted to do something special for his side thing. So, Globb, you're in full control over your mini. Also, I told Matt earlier, I'm going to mention again at the other next session, but it's been an unspoken rule, but I'm making it a new spoken rule. If your character dies, like they die. With you, we have an unspoken thing where when that happens, but like with Alex or with Matt or with David or with John, like, or Taylor or any of them, like if their character dies, they dead. Like, you can resurrect them obviously, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, if revivify doesn't work, if reincarnation doesn't work, like you can sure try and bring them back. But it's gonna be a big pain in the ass, but you could do it. And I just wanted to, like, I know we didn't speak about that yet, but
Okay.
so with that being said, to start off, Globb, last time we left off, I apologize, I should start off with that. Last time we left off, you were, can you push the map slightly towards me? Yeah, a little further, you're good. Don't be afraid to give her. A little more. A little more.
I can't.
Oh, that's it?
It's
okay.
touching the camera.
You're good. Okay, then just move your mini up a little on the path. But so, last time we left off, I apologize for the tangent. Last time we left off, you received a letter from your believed to be completely deceased and extinct clan. And so you, knowing or believing your clan is gone, you returned to your childhood home to investigate. Well, you come up on the side of the side of the castle, knowing your way around the building. Turning pages. On the southern side of the old castle, an overgrown path leads to a passage that climbs into the wall. A large iron door stands here, sheltered from direct outside attack. Arrow slits 10 feet high above the ground overhead of the path. So along the side of the building, those two opening parts are, I'm gonna come over. I gotta bring my cord.
Right.
Yep, this one and this one are arrow slits along with that one, and this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, those two arrow slits.
So for people to shoot arrows out of.
Yeah, you know that this is like a tower, and then this is a giant heaping pile of rubble.
Yeah.
You can climb over it, but it's difficult terrain, and so the idea is that it takes just double your movement, and then at the top you because it's like loose gravel and stuff, I'm gonna make you make an acrobatics or an athletics check to see if you don't slide down the thing, which is makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, you return home, you see your childhood home, the castles you grew up in, disheveled and, abandoned it seems.
I just take a deep breath.
Yes, you take a deep breath and then you hear in the
Yeah,
background a wailing cry. No, I'm just kidding. Go on.
take a deep breath, looking around, and I venture forth, knowing this was the place of Globb's family was slaughtered by people that he thought was his friends.
Excellent. So you move your way into the building?
Yeah, this way.
Right, so as you make your way up the stairs and through the door, you see this door is still ajar, and there's still more piles of rubble kind of laid out in front of you. There's a... Yeah, Tobias? Do tell the party. There's a curtain. I know it's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
I didn't redraw this, but this was an old map that I had from... obviously the beginning of this campaign.
Yeah.
Chapter 3 is where we're returning to, so... Anyway.
What chapter are we on right now?
6, 7. We're on 7 now.
Oh, jeez, okay.
And there are 8 chapters in total, so we're coming into it, and that's why I'm like, I'm getting giddy. Anyway, but you walk in, to the left you see the door open, you can see the mess hall, there's several chairs strewn about, there's a part of a table that you can see, it's destroyed. This table right here, you can see that it's just absolutely destroyed on the one side, and it's tied. It's like leaning on the one side, slanted. And like I said, in front of you, piles of rubble, a stone tower that leads up to a roof that's 15 feet high above you. This entire area has a roof above it that's, like I said, 15 feet up, and all of this is also roof and stuff. There are certain parts that aren't roof, but we'll get there.
Well,
did you want to go left or straight?
I'm gonna go into this room and just look around, because it obviously looks like there was a battle here, because why else would the table to be smashed like that? But then again, his clan was very rowdy.
Understandably, as you walk in, you see that the room is filled with corpses, littering the entire room. Like, there is at least 15, 20 people in this room, all of them corpses. And then on top of this table, I'm gonna grab another mini. 1 second. Oh, come on. Why are you so hard to grab? On top of this table, 1 second, I got a cough.
Yeah, tell him.
You want your high chair again? I guess. Anyway, you walk in. No, I'm not bringing you into the kitchen. Come on. Anyway, you walk in and you see, bound by ropes and an arrow through the back of the neck, piercing out the front, you see your father covered in ropes. Sorry, my throat hurts. It's also very emotional for me. Anyway, and what do?
I'm gonna approach my father, Globb's father, and he's gonna put his hand on his father's forehead.
As you lean down, place your hand on your father's forehead, a blue spectral light comes through his eyes, and you look around the rest of the room, and you see there are what appear to be images of people in the room. Oh, I gotta grab minis. This one, I bet this one, and this mini, this mini, and then this, not mini's not there, and then it was this mini. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was this mini. No, it's this one. Sorry. So, you see. Can you roll me insight real fast as well? Oh shit! You just bumped the wall real hard. Ah, dropping minis! Minis down! Minis down,
Inside
what do we do?
wisdom.
Call the National Guard, call the Coast Guard. Oh god, you're gone.
17.
Okay, so you recognize this one because you've seen him before. This is
I have.
yes. From what you remember, you saw his dead body in the cave that you had first met your party. The auto gnome was looting the items from him, and meta knowledge, it's Jack Black, David's first original character, like his original character before he died, and then became Jack before the auto gnome. Anyway, but
so pretty much the whole time he's like, I recognize that corpse Dave is carrying around.
Yep. You recognize it as the corpse that he was carrying around. Oh, this was the one. I need this one here. And at this moment, you kind of take a step back and you look around the room and you notice and you recognize this one. You don't recognize these two, and you don't recognize this ginormous beast that sits in the corner over here. There are, goblins. I have more minis, but one second. We'll just use these two first minis I saw. I don't care. Anyway, these are goblins. These are goblins. They're all along the room, and you see your father standing next to you as a ghostly, figure, pale, translucent, and he's not speaking, but just moving as though he were speaking, and the other people on the other side of the table are speaking as well. Eventually, you see the ghostly apparition of your father kind of slam his hand down, kind of gesture as though, how dare you, and then he kind of, goes like this and walks away. He kind of gestures with his hand and starts to leave the room. At which point, you all of a sudden see him grab his head and then turn back to the rest of the group before starting to leave again. And then a fight begins to ensue in here. Oh shoot, I forgot one person. You are just so angry. No, he's not. He's having a great time. This guy was here. She was here.
Wait, meta knowledge. The people that I don't know are the original party members.
Yes. So this is meta knowledge for people watching at home, and for you, Zach. Yeah. The idea is that I'm gonna actually put this guy here as like this guy, and that guy's there, but semantics. Anyway, meta knowledge. Zach wasn't here for this, but David, Mr. Beefcake's originally playing his original character, Jack Black, a changeling bard. This was Gene Bob Belcher was the character's name. Yeah, he was well, here's where it gets interesting. He was a Morty from a different dimension who was named after Bob from Bob's Burgers, and it was a whole thing. And then this is a human changeling and a tiefling. They're all standing there, and then this meta knowledge is an ankylosaurus. It's a giant dinosaur. The whole thing was I rolled for a random encounter. There was a random encounter. I had picked a giant, monster that they were obviously not going to fight, but it was just supposed to be a thing that was supposed to happen. Anyway, and they decided that they were going to, not decided, they asked if I could change it to a dinosaur. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I can change it to a dinosaur. And so I kind of flipped through my cards that I have back here, picked out a dinosaur. And they were like, sick, I want it. Animal friendship spell. And I, being newer to DMing and stuff, was like, sure, you cast Animal Friendship, he fails the save, he now sees you as friendly, but like, what I said was like, he's charmed by you pretty much, which is what I shouldn't have done, because like, no, don't give your players a dinosaur to run around with. Anyway, but the idea is they get into a scuffle, and then you see this person slip out the back door here, and then they all kind of fade away. And you also, last place you saw your father was walking this direction with two other, three, my bad, it was three other, just move this guy out. But I didn't have enough minis and space for all of them, but there's so many goblins in here. They did end up killing them all, which was some shit. And then they tried to, like, is the whole thing. Anyway.
So this little meeting thing and whatnot, and then that guy going that way and them going this way, is that how it actually happened in the session?
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
so you're just replaying it?
Yeah, it's a...
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but this is actually a female that you watch leave, but what do you want to do after they all, and then your dad's body is still?
I'm gonna follow the ghostly images of Globb's father and that dude, those people.
This way. Okay, so after you step out into the hallway, obviously all of the goblins are gone, or all of the apparitions, or figures, images, whatever you want to call them, are gone. Where did you want to go from there? You obviously know that to the right is out, so I'd assume to the left, but I don't want to
I'm gonna...
What are you doing? I'm listening.
I'm gonna move forward, and then go past the,
I can hear you in my headset.
Curtain?
Okay, yeah.
It's a curtain?
Yeah, it's a curtain.
And I'm gonna go past it.
Okay, so after you pass through the curtain, you see a T intersection. So there's a door to your left, a door to your right, and a curtain straight in front of you as well. There's a pile of rubble that goes all the way up until the ceiling, to your slight left in front of you, and then a wall that looks good and intact. I love you. Stop being so angry.
Well, I'm gonna go to the right at first because...
hold on. I'm listening. You're good. You're gonna go to the right.
I'm gonna go to the right because that's where the bedrooms were, or the sleeping quarters.
Yeah. So, the idea is... Stop turning too many pages. There it is. So... a stone brazier full of coals that are no longer glowing in the middle of the small barracks. 4 straw pallet lines of... my bad. 4 straw pallets line the east wall. So those are the 4 stone, or 4 hay beds or straw beds on that side of the wall. The south wall has collapsed, but a boarded up door in the... Wait, my bad, it's not boarded up, but a door in that so south. There's a door over here, obviously. Shit. Oh, yeah. Shoot. Can you read the number on that? It's 12, never mind. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I read the right one. So the idea is that you walk in, this is a, like a can with a dome type top. And it's, oh, Jesus Christ. And it's filled with coals, like, for a fire. Anyway, and you see straw beds on the far side of the wall. And a door to your right, curtain to your left.
Well, I'm just gonna go through here.
Okay. So, Hold on. So as you walk in, you see that the upper floors of this tower have collapsed to create a hollow silo 30 feet high. The upper reaches of the room are lost in shadows. It's clear that this area hasn't been used for some time. Dust, rubble, and broken glass have covered the floor, and an old work table and bookshelves clutter the southern half of the room. Can you roll me a perception with advantage?
Yes.
Thank you. What, Cody? What's up? Oh, I thought you said, hey, Dad.
$19.
19. Okay, so you see a trail. 1 second, I gotta. Okay. Oh, come on. There it goes. Anyway, you see a trail of footprints leading through the dust in the room to a corner of the southeast. Which side's farthest from me? Southwest.
Furthest is south, and then it's east.
East? Yeah, southeast. The most southeast corner. There's a set of footprints that lead that direction, and then let's see. Come on, Toe. Yeah, a set of footprints lead this direction, and then you can see on the wall where there was dust, there's a line that kind of like looks like someone climbed the wall, and then up above there's a shelf, and on the wall again you can see the outline of what looks to be a box that used to be there, that you find just kind of discarded on the floor just over here. Yeah. And it's an empty box because its lid is opened and everything.
Well, I'm just gonna go over there and investigate the line in the box, just to try to get a grasp of what was going on. Investigation.
So if you want to roll me investigation, you're more than welcome to. Are you out? You need more water? Okay, hold on. Ooh, I'm gonna go get that. You roll investigation. Maybe role play a bit. Pretend to be thinking or something.
$24. Wow. 24.
What'd you say?
24. Wow.
He gets so excited about juice. Okay, so with a 24, you can, through all the dust and whatnot, you can see that it used to hold a pouch and what appears to be some long cylindrical square rectangular type object. And then, oh my bad, a few what appears to be like cylindrical-esque rectangular objects, but obviously the contents are empty now.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
How about the line?
The line of feet or the line on the wall?
The line on the wall.
On the line on the wall, you can discern that someone climbed the wall, got the chest down, and it used to be up there.
Okay. Well, if that's all that was in that room, I'm gonna leave.
From what you can tell.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave and go over here through the curtain.
Okay. So after you step through the curtain, you kind of just enter into another type of T intersection. To the left is a door, to the right is another door. They're both open.
I'm gonna go through here.
Okay, so as you walk in, gosh darn, this chamber has been As you walk in, you see that this chamber has been set up as a living space, with a thick fur serving as a carpet. Old trophies hang on the wall, and a brazier of coals sits in the middle of the room. A large bed stands to the north, and a round table with several chairs stands to the south near the door. Near the table, on the floor, you can see the dust outline of what used to be a body laying on the ground that's not there anymore. And on the table, just next to it, you notice that there's a letter
Oh.
on the table. Unopened, still sealed and waxed.
Which is the table?
Oh,
the
sorry,
the
thank
square or the circle?
I apologize, I should have put the mini down. I have a table mini for this one. It's this one here.
Well, I'm just gonna go over by the table and pick up the letter, open it, and read it.
Okie dokie.
Oh, okay.
Handouts. Everybody loves handouts.
Well, this is authentic. You even put wax on it. To King Groll from Harbin Wesker. Okay. Get it open. So, Globb opens it, as I do. Open up all the contents. This seems like it's old. Did,
If it's stuck, let me know. I can pull it out.
from the contents.
It's the first time that I've used the wax sealer and wax stuff.
I take out the letter and some more stuff from it. And there's a bunch of ground stuff.
Read the letter.
Well, the letter says, man, you really went out all out on this. Dear, I'm gonna read it out loud. Dear King Groll, I'm gonna speak normally, but I will speak in Globb's voice in the main session because Globb's voice kind of hurts my throat. So that's why Dear King Groll, we formally recognize your application to have the Cragmaw clan become a part of our humble town of Phandelver. After careful consideration and processing, we are pleased to inform you that we find your clan to be an admirable addition to our town. We look forward to receiving envoys in the coming days to finalize the last details. Sincerely, Mayor Harbin Wesker.
So Globb.
P.S. Enjoy the tea. And I open the thing, see that the stuff inside must be tea, and I dump it out. I'm not gonna actually dump it out in real life, but
No, but Globb dumps it out on the floor. Okay, that's amazing. I love that.
dump
Alright,
it out onto the table.
So, 1 second. Sorry, I'm getting him water. Come here, Tobe.
And I'm gonna investigate it to see it, just in case the mayor didn't try to poison it.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you just wanted to make sure that the mayor didn't send the party here to kill everybody.
Want you to.
So investigation?
Yep.
Okay.
Leave
13.
my cord alone, boy. Leave it alone. So, with a 13, you kind of like look over the letter, smell it a little, kind of like almost go to lick it, and then you're like, wait, I'm checking for poison. Hey, stop yourself. Alright, well, just from looking and smelling it, it seems, seems fine. Leave my cord alone, boy, before I get on your butt. Knock it off. Leave it alone. I'll get you. Anyway, but from what you can tell, it's not poisoned or anything.
So,
It even, like, as you look at the letter, you can even see the official, like, the wax. When you look at it again, it's got the official Phandelver seal on it, and there's like a postage note that's also got the Phandelver seal on it. That it looks very official.
yeah.
As I tried to make it.
Well, I'm gonna put the note back in the envelope, and I'm gonna pocket it for later.
Absolutely.
Because Globb is... He plans on showing it to the mayor.
Excellent. So as you're doing that, you out of this door steps Elandrian. She
Ooh.
looks at you and says, you got your father's letter. Excellent. What are we going to do now?
Globb is very confused.
Understandably. Let me potentially assist in illuminating more of the situation. She kind of... He tripped. Right. You're fine. You just tripped. You're not dying or nothing. Anyway, she waves her hand, and more ghostly, illusionary, apparition type, figures appear, and you can see that one of them is this one is a dwarf that's laying on the ground, and then there is a changeling standing over him, kind of like holding him with one hand and a dagger to his throat with the other hand, and you can see him kind of like shaking it. She looks at you and she says, "Darn things don't have audio, but I can read lips. He's saying, 'Tell me where the cave is.'" And you can just hear a voice come out of the apparition's mouth, and they start to talk. And so, like, the voice is coming out of her mouth, but like it's their voices. It's kind of one of those things. Anyway, it's also the dwarf's voice coming out of the changeling's mouth while he's holding the dwarf, if that makes sense. Anyways, "Tell us where the mine is." And then the dwarf looks back and he's, "I'll never fucking tell you. You'll have to slit my throat and take it off of me, and find it that way." And the changeling looks back and goes, "Very well then." He slashes his throat, throws his corpse on the ground. "Leave my cord alone, boy." Anyway, she kind of turns to you and she goes, "They're not very... come the fuck on, boy. Thwarted your plans, I know." Anyway, she kind of turns to you and she goes, "I don't know what they exactly were after, but they were using your family and your castle to do it. And honestly, I feel like they might have been up to some treachery too. Your father is dead because of," and she points at the changeling, "because of that man and what that man allowed to happen." And she kind of like gestures to the door. She said, Let's go further into the castle and maybe I can help explain a little more." "Yep, thanks."
Before she even starts walking, Globb speaks up and says, "That changeling is dead. And
Nope.
as far as Globb knows, his body is rotting in that town, in the mayor's office, as far as Globb knows."
"Oh, my dear boy. I'd like to clarify, it's not Jack Black. It's a different changeling."
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I apologize. I should have clarified that. As That's my bad. It's
Oh,
a
right,
different
okay.
changeling.
Well, then Glob doesn't say anything.
That's fair.
Because I thought it
That's
was-
my bad. I should have clarified that better. We're working with several different changelings
Because you
here.
said changeling and you
Stop being
picked
so
the
mean.
exact same
I know you have fake emotions, but we need to stop
figure,
taking
too.
them out on everybody. You have poopy butt? Yeah, you got a poopy butt. That's why you're mad. Alright, well, hold on. I gotta change a poopy butt. Gosh dang it. Yeah, come on.
What's up?
Cody, can you grab me the polo or the wipes?
What?
1 second. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a brief intermission. Alright, we are back. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. So, she kind of, like, gestures to the door, asking you to leave. Like, gesturing for you to lead.
Lead this way.
Wherever you want to go, bud.
Oh.
You can go back the way you came. You can go that way.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go through this doorway and go through this doorway right here to be in this area right here.
Certainly. She's gonna walk out of this curtain. Oh. 1 second. I need more minis. Just need some of my note cards. 1 second. There it is. This one? Nope. This one said. Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh, yeah, wait, no, I have the king over here already. Anyway, so she kind of comes out of the curtain, gestures her hand, and then there's
Okay.
and then you kind of take a step back as the whole of the group becomes there. Where'd he go?
What you looking for?
My changeling. Oh yeah,
Right
there
there.
it is. Sorry. I reused the same one. Just imagine he's on this one. Oh wait, my bad. He's over here. He was there. This was this guy. Yeah, that's it. It was those. Like that. We'll just do this like this. Anyway, and they pretty much like you see them throw a net on top of King Groll, and then the dinosaur grabs it in its mouth, and then you can see the guy on the back of the dinosaur kind of just gives a gesture like, "Alright, fuck off." You see the 3 hobgoblins fuck off down towards the back way out, and then they begin to drag, and she kind of like steps to the left out of the way up the rubble, and you see them start to, and then they disappear as they go through the curtain.
And so that was the party?
Yeah, that was the old party. Yep.
Okay.
Well, semi-old, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, she kind of looks at you, gestures to the curtain. She says, "Shall we?"
Globb nods, and he goes through both curtains.
Okay, so you go back through both sets of
Yeah.
curtains. Where do you want to go from there?
He's gonna walk through the area where his dad died,
Uh-huh.
but go through here and
Okay.
into this area.
Okay, so as you walk through the dining hall, more as you get to this side, you can begin to hear the clanking of mugs and cups and stuff. And as you begin to turn around, there are no apparitions; it's only sounds. You go into. You said you go into here.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you walk into there, you can just woo! Wow, we're just throwing minis now. The room is littered with debris, and the arrow slit on the opposite side of the door, offering a fine field of fire over the terrace before. So, my bad. That's this one. Sorry. The southwest tower of the castle is a little more than a heap of rubble. Several ragged bed rolls are scattered around. That's these 2 right here, bed rolls. Scattered around across the remaining floor space. Yeah, that's all you see is just bed rolls, 3 of them. What, Cody?
These headphones hurt.
I'll take them off. I don't know what to tell you, Chief. This guy. Anyway, you can see that there was beds that people used to sleep in that are empty now. No corpses, just beds.
Globb just sighs and remembers this little area right here, because even though he didn't get to use those bedrolls, he slept in this area using just dirt, leaves, or straw as a way to sleep, because that's how his dad wanted him to sleep. According to his dad, it just made him it was to make him strong, more resilient, more less dependent on like regular betting. He wanted his next of kin, his next heir, to be just as strong as him, if not stronger. But Globb didn't know it at the time. He just thought his dad was being a massive douche canoe, but massive inconsiderate parent.
Mm-hmm.
But now Globb knows the truth. So after that reminiscing, he's gonna go through this door right here.
Okay, and then you kind of enter in and you can see it's more of an entryway that you remember kind of meandering through. You do know that right here is a falling rock trap, so the idea is that if you go through this door, that there's a tripwire that you could to avoid it, if that makes sense. The doors stand closed to the north. Oh wait, so yeah, there's this door, and then you can't see this door, but there's a door there, and then so you see 2 doors on the far side, and then from where you're standing, you can't see the full door, but you can see like where the trap kind of connects to the wall. And then there's 2 double doors that are knocked down.
Well, he's just gonna come over here and go, he's gonna go through these doors right here that he's seen just across the way.
Okay, so as you get through there, at this point, out of this door, you can see Eladrian again walk out, and she kind of goes, "This room doesn't hold a lot, but it holds something," and she waves her hand, and you just see the female druid that had slinked out this door earlier had she went this way and then went through this door, and so you just see her kind of and then through the door and into the next room.
Well, wondering what her deal was. He's gonna follow.
Absolutely. So then you go through the door, and you can see that the apparition is still there as you open the door, and she is there's a hobgoblin, and then we've been using this mini for something else. We're just gonna use this. Is not this mini, but it is a cool mini that I wanted to use. Anyway, you walk in, and you see the druid standing there trying to coax a ginormous owl bear towards her and trying to let it. She kind of gestures as to let it come to her and sniff her and stuff. And then there's a hobgoblin on the other side, kind of giving aggressive gestures and stuff.
Gestures to
the owl bear, sorry.
Oh, like commands?
Yeah, trying to issue it commands, commanding gestures and such.
Well, Globb remembers that owl bear, but he's never interacted with the owl bear, just only seen it in passing because his father and nobody else in the clan allowed him to get near it just in case it attacked him, because then, his father didn't really he would have heirs because he had brothers and sisters, but Globb was the oldest.
What is wrong, buddy?
And he was heir to the throne.
Fine, I'm gonna come pick you up, but you're gonna bitch and yell the entire time.
And the hobgoblin, he remembers the hobgoblin. And he just sits there watching the scene unfold.
as you sit there watching, observing what's about to happen, the druid eventually does get the owlbear to come to it, and she jumps on its back and turns, and the owlbear knocks the hobgoblin to the ground, and then they dart through this curtain. Wait, no, it's this curtain that they go through. And then they cross through and over this way. But obviously you just kind of watch them burst through the curtain. And this guy not dies, but disappears. There's no corpse there.
Glob follows behind because he.
So as you turn around and begin to continue on behind the apparitions, images, whatever you want to call them, you turn around, Eladrian's standing there, and you walk directly through her as though she didn't actually exist. She turns around and begins to follow you. You watch as whoa, come on. I know, you're gonna get mad. Don't freak out. As they run over the rubble, past the slightly downed wall, and then kind of disappear. Not like fully disappear, but just from sight down the hallway that way. Yeah.
Glob still follows, but as he is following her, he's starting to kind of figure out that he doesn't recognize any of these people, except for, Jack Black, but he doesn't recognize any of these people. So
And you don't even know Jack Black's name.
Yeah.
You just know his face.
yeah,
Or
so
what face you saw.
just internally in his own head, he's thinking maybe he made a maybe he didn't make a mistake joining the party he's at, because they didn't do anything, but Eladria is saying that they did, but these are not the same people unless they are. But so Glob just has many questions going through his head as he follows.
Hey, why are we... you asked me to put you down. Okay, anyway. And so you follow them, and they... Hold on, don't freak out. But you put me down, how dare you? They go through the... they go this way, and you watch them, again, disappear, beyond the curtain as you follow them. Ooh, not my book. Silly pants.
Maybe he wants to DM.
He does. He just wants to be like Dad. Anyway, but yeah, you watch them go beyond the curtain. Do you follow them still?
Yeah, I still follow them.
Okay. So, you watch them continue on around the corner and into the room.
Damn, they're doing a big old fucking circle. They went, woo! And I just follow again. Some more. Still.
As you watch as they burst into the room, and at this point, all the apparitions are back again. I don't want to put all the minis out, but you get the idea. All of them are there. They've got the king tied up, and she kind of on the back of the owlbear, oh, you guys are done? Okay, never mind, I don't have to do anything. And they've got the king tied up on the table, and it looks like they're asking him questions. All of them are now, as far as I know, they are all unarmed, except for maybe one of them is got their hand on the hilt of their dagger. But they're all just asking him questions, and it seems like the king is talking and complying, and he's, saying everything. Eladrian comes through this door. You watch as the door opens, and she walks through. And she looks at you and says, "My dear goblin, I understand that this may be confusing for you, wondering, how are these people in any way related to... I'm gonna just close it, because... Anyway, how are these in any way related to what, what is going on? Have I led you astray? Have I made you believe wrong? No, I would never do such a thing. Listen and watch. And you watch as the voices, or the mouths, start speaking again, and they, everything becomes vocal and animated, but Eladrian's also moving her mouth and mock Jesus. But you can hear them saying, "Tell us who you work for. Tell us what is going on. Why did you kidnap our benefactor? What is going on?" Yeah, tell us. And King Grawl, sitting in there on the table, looks at them and just is like, I've told you all I can. The Black Spider came in here and said that he would stop burning down our fields and he would stop pillaging our people if we would work with him. And so we decided that we were going to work with him, and that we were going to give, part of our, we were going to give our manpower to him. But he kept at it. He kept pushing his thumb down on us, and so we started raiding caravans, and we started taking back from other people. We didn't want to take from the people of Phandelver. We don't want to steal from good and hard innocent people. But they kept taking our food. They kept burning our crops. They kept killing and taking and taking. And and at this moment, an arrow comes soaring through the door beside you. You just see, and honestly, it goes directly through your chest as it comes shooting out of your chest. An illusionary visual arrow shoots through the air, piercing King Globb in the back of the throat, coming out the front, and his body slumps over in the same position that you found it originally. The party looks up. The one on the back of the dinosaur charges through the door and begins chasing after the as you turn around, standing directly next to it, you immediately see it's the changeling from earlier, and as he's turning around, he's changing into the dwarf that he was holding, and he slashed their throat, and he runs, and he makes his way... Hold on, I'm gonna grab a mini for this, actually. I'm gonna just use this one. He runs, and he makes his way out, and into the woods, and then you watch as they give chase, and then he disappears, he disappears, and you can see them kind of throw their hands in the air, and then just plainly you see them give up. You want up? Okay, sorry. Anyway, and then come back inside, or start to walk back towards the castle, and then disappear. And then a few moments later, they're all back in this main room, and you can hear them again talking, and you hear the main one saying, "Well, we should probably go inform Delmir of what happened. He should probably know. Damn bastard's always oversleeping and missing all the good stuff."
Delmir.
And then they kind of... one of them pipes up and goes, "But we should probably finish exploring the castle. They might have good stuff." And then they kind of fade out as they start talking to each other and walking out of the room.
I ask Eladria,
"Yes, my goblin."
was that changeling with them?
The one that ran, I won't say was with them. Come sit down at the table, and she kind of sits down. And she's let me explain. So, as your father just said, the Black Spider had hired changelings and many mercenaries to cause pressure and problems for your parents and your father, and then ended up killing him. that changeling took the place of Delmirov after, like, the party gets back to town, and where's your other bottle? Sorry, baby. Go find it. Go find your other bottle. Ah, shoot. Let's find it. Anyway. But while earlier, no, it's after this. But Delmirov was a part of the party that you see before you, and though they didn't necessarily kill your father, they allowed for him to die. And I understand that may not persuade you or influence you into wanting to take Delmirov's life, but do know that not just allowing your father to die, but also siding with the Black Spider in the end. Like, he didn't directly side with the Black Spider. The Black Spider is working with another higher being. Delmirov, I'm getting reports from several different factions that Delmirov has sided with the leader, or at least with the boss, so to speak. They call him the BBEG, if you will. But, with that being said, he's working with you, but in my eyes, as far as I can tell, he's leading you into a trap, and he's going to kill you, all of you, so that the Illithids, the damned far-realm bastards, can take over this land. I understand, you understand as much as I understand, that we can't allow that. The far realm is the far realm. This realm is this realm.
Globb believes you.
I would hope so, my child. I would never want to lead you astray.
Globb. Delmirov doesn't do much of anything. He doesn't do much in fights. He turns into a spider. He just does nothing. He just a lot of the times he doesn't do anything while we have to do everything else. I believe you. But I don't think Globb has the skill or power to take down someone like Delmirov.
No, and I understand that, my child, but you've made many a friend, many a very powerful ally, if you will, and if you use your power that you gained with your allies, and she kind of, like, gestures again at the table, and the apparitions, illusionary, visual, the same type of visuals you've been seeing, but like at the table of your friends, of your teammates.
Oh, you mean like Dave and
Yep.
Mr. Beef Pancake?
What the hell is this? There's a piece of glass here.
The fuck?
Yeah, just found a piece of glass on the floor.
Holy
I'm
shit.
glad I found it before
Yeah.
somebody else or something. Anyway, but yeah, so like, actually, hold on.
And plus, you're barefoot. You could have stepped on that.
Well, yeah, that was.
I
What
mean,
was
but
like,
again,
damn.
rather you step on it than your kids.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Was mostly just like, damn, I'm glad that was me instead of someone else. Bess, Dave, Dantean.
That's best right there. The little, the shorter one.
Which one? You grab it.
Where is it?
Is it this one?
Yeah, that one. That's best.
I know. I wanted
that's what we
to. I wanted to
usually
use this one because it's more of like a humanoid type creature. Because she's, she's a badger, but
yeah.
she's like a person badger.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I mean like a Khajiit type thing.
Anyway, Come on, let go. I'll do it this way. So, from left to right, as she kind of gestures around the table, you see Dave, Dante, and to your left, Bess shows up, and across from you, sitting next to Eladrian, is Mr. Beefcakes, looking you in his ghostly, voided eyes. God dang it, Tobias, no, don't play with my minis, buddy. Not my minis. I don't know if you lost any. I hope not. Alright, come here. I gotta hold you now. Anyway, she kind of looks at you and she says, I understand your disdain for... Oh! You got another goblin. Nice. I understand your disdain for dwarves. I understand your disdain for most other creatures. They have caused us all many a problem. But please look upon yourself and look upon your friends, your new family, if you will, and see what powers they have. And they all begin to, like, not glow a lot, but just a little faint glow about them.
Okay.
And see what they can do for you as much as you can do it for them. But don't, my child, do not die until I say so.
Brady.
Get your
Can you stop
No, leave my minis alone. You little turtling.
Glob nods.
Yeah.
Glob shall not die.
He took his arm out.
And Glob will
Come here.
Glob has many friends. And as much pain as it for Glob to say, Glob will trust Mr. Beefcake, because if you say Mr. Beefcake is trustworthy and as a friend, I will. I'll trust him. He won't be my friend, but I'll trust him.
I hope that even though you do not want to trust him, and that you don't want to see him as your family, I hope that one day you can see that we are all family underneath my wing. In Eladrian, in death, we are all the same. And then she kind of brings her hand up above the table, and from you look to where she gestures to, across the room where your dad is laying, and inside of his breast pocket, or inside of the ropes that he's bound with still, a glow begins to happen, and a rustling starts coming from underneath the ropes, and all of a sudden, oh, motherfucker! You just headbutted me. Oh, okay. You go lay down or some shit. You just fucking headbutt my ass super hard. Fuck off. You can kick rocks, bro.
Oh my god.
He, like, really fucking went in on it, dude. Be mad. Be mad, you fucking little tyrant. You just headbutted me. Yeah, I know you're gonna want me to pick you up. Because you're fucking... Oh my god, okay.
Stop telling a story.
Dude, he literally... Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, from underneath the ropes, a stone comes out. Not black, not, what color did you want it to be?
Whatever color this is, like fucking... What kind of blue would you say this is?
Exactly like this. This, exactly. Okay?
That kind of blue.
That. I hope I didn't just fuck the focus up on my... Nope, we're good. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, no. I'm mad at you. You're not getting the chair back.
Crystalline blue.
Yeah, crystalline blue gem with like an ethereal, lightning-like aspect in the middle. Kind of like floats over to you and into her hand. She grabs it. She leans over to you. She puts it into the middle of the crown on your head. So now there's this, get away from my mouse! God dang, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, go play with the GoPro. Go
He's
play
like,
with the
"Just-
GoPro in your room.
He's like, I don't want you streaming no more. Just stop it.
Go. No, God damn it. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Uh-oh.
That'll make him entertaining.
Hopefully. Anyway, so she plucks this gem into the middle of your crown. So now the crown is adorned with a nice gem. Be mad. Here you go. Anyway, and as you, like, as she sets it in, you can feel, like, a surge come over your body, and you all of a sudden can hear all of your party members in your head. And she looks at you and she goes, this should help a little bit. You should be able to communicate with your entire party wherever you're at, no matter the thickness of the walls, no matter what dimension you or realm you might be on. So, if you ever do, unfortunately, ever have to go to the far realm, you'll still be able to contact me, and you'll still be able to contact anyone you leave here. And I'm also giving you this, and she reaches into her pocket and she hands you what looks to be a stick. You
A
at first
stick.
just, or like a bone, correction, a very thin, like super thin bone. She kind of hands it to you, and you look it over and you see that there's a hole on one end, and there's a hole, very small hole on, because it's like it's fat on one end and it tapers in on the other, if that makes sense. Anyway, and you look at it, and she kind of gestures like to put it up to your mouth, and
So Globb does, like,
puts it to his mouth, and she kind of goes, and you blow into it, and you don't even hear air come out the other side. Yeah, you don't even hear air come out the other side, and all of a sudden, up from the roof, like there's a hole in the roof. You good? Just checking in on you. Got worried. Anyway, hold on. I gotta put a mini down. Anyway, from the roof, crawls down through the hole a giant spider. And it like looks at you and like makes direct eye contact with you.
all of its eyes, direct
Yeah,
eye contact with me.
all of them. And it has like 16 eyes. I think Matt just pulled it.
Globb just look at it like, he's like, what the fuck?
This part I'm not going to remember because I'm making this one up on the fly. But he kind of looks at you and is like, in your head you hear, my name is Zigzarock.
What?
My name is Zigzarock.
Oh, Six Rock.
I am your faithful steed. As long as you are serving the dear fair maiden Eladrian, I shall protect you, and you may travel with me anywhere you might find suitable.
Oh.
Hey, no. Eladrian looks at you. Please, it is a long journey back, and your party needs you urgently. Take Zigzarock and go. Zigzarock. And go. Return to your family, your friends. Let them know what you found. Let them know. Yeah, it's like you can honestly rename him if you want.
I can like just make
Yeah,
up how it the writing.
Genuinely, we'll just say that that's like his name in his tongue, and you can just give him a nickname if you want. You don't have to call him that. That
There you
was
go.
just something that came up off the top of my head. Hey, trade me. Real quick. Here, trade me. Thanks. There you go. Anyway, but what time is it?
It's 8.
Oh, okay, well then I have to go, yeah. So
I
this
mean
is,
7. Sorry.
oh, what?
Yeah, 7:06. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. Well, fucking A. Anyway, so, cool, because I had other things planned. I just got worried that I had to leave, and I'm like, okay, this is the fucking end. Anyway, she kind of looks at you and she's like, this was my pet when I was a child. I raised him from an egg sac. Or from an egg sac, sorry, I said ink. From an egg. From an egg sac. Tobias! That's not very nice. Anyway, please take very good care of what I would consider my first of many children. He is a very faithful, fearless, and protective. He will do anything you ask of him, anything you command. Also, and she kind of like, she's like, last thing I can give you. This is the most of my power I can expend at the moment. Hopefully I can give you more later. And she taps you on your ear, and an earring forms. And imagine like the Patara earrings, or something like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Anyway, Toe, be nice. He's trying, but he just doesn't know how. Oh, she's gonna fuck your day up, dude. You better leave her alone. You better leave her alone. That's what I thought. Anyway. Yeah, come here. Sit down. Anyway, but, and she's like, this should help you communicate with my children more easily. Oh, dude, you don't even have your fucking cloak card. I'll just write it down on that. Anyway, and she explains that she's like, this should make it easier for you to communicate with my children. It allows me to, and she like pulls her hair back, and you can see she also has an earring on her ear. It allows me to communicate with my children easier too. But meta knowledge, it allows you to talk to undead in common, regardless of whatever language they speak. If they don't speak a language, you can just talk to undead. Speak undead, you know, just, yeah.
It doesn't require like a spell slot or anything, just
Yep,
I can just speak it.
You speak undead, essentially.
Okay.
They speak to you in common, nobody else, like, it's pretty much like a transmitter, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know, you're so mad, you're so mad. But then she is like, and this last thing, I know I said the last thing was the last thing, but I promise this is the last thing, because the last thing was the last thing from me. This is not the last thing, but now it is the last thing, if that makes sense. I'm sorry for the confusion, my child, but come with me. And she walks.
Globb has a small brain. You gotta stop confusing Globb.
I apologize, my child. And she walks out this door. Come here, you fucking angry little monkey. She's like, there's some people here that would like to see you. Yeah, stand right there. That was perfect. And she walks through this door.
Some
there's
people.
Where's the third one? I'm missing one. There's a third one of this one that looks the exact same as this guy. Help me find him.
Right there.
Oh, thank you. They all blend in. Anyway, and as you walk in, you obviously see Eladrian from behind, and then she steps. I don't have a better mini. This is what this. They're all there. You go. Anyway, she steps to the side, and you walk in, and you see 4 hobgoblins standing there, in front of you. One of them is darker red than the rest of them. They're all red, but one of them is darker red and older looking, and he kind of looks at you. Oh, my boy, dear Globb, I haven't seen you in so long. Your cousin Virgil. I'm from a nearby tribe of not Kragmaw. We're from the Gipyin tribe. But our family lineage joins together joins and then separates at a certain point. So technically, you are. It's hard to explain, but our tribe was eviscerated and extincted except for the 4 of us. We heard about the Kragmaw tribe, and we heard... Oh, also the spider kind of like is now on the ceiling,
Yeah.
just kind of like following. He like around, and he's now over here on the ceiling, just as a frame of reference. Anyway, kind of, he's like, we heard that the Kragmaw tribe also was eviscerated, but that one lone survivor, a prince of the late King Groll, was still alive, and we had heard rumor that he was in Phandelver, and so we had went there, and we had left a letter, and then we traveled back home. We ran into an Earth Ganassi with tentacles growing out of his neck. He was very weird, but he did give us... He didn't... I think it was his name. I don't remember getting it, but that does sound familiar. Did he have... I'm gonna explain Duntane's character, but in meta-knowledge it's Duntane. Did he have dreads, and was he kind of somewhat scaly, but also more Earth Ganassi, if you will? This tall, stoic fellow, quite strange, if you will.
Yes.
Yes, that would be him then.
Wizard-looking guy.
Yeah, yes, magic fellow.
Yeah, that's Dantine, all right.
Oh, interesting. Then yes, we ran into a friend of yours then. It's good to see that you've fallen into a good crowd, son. He said for the most part. Cody, calm down.
Cody James!
What?
Quiet down.
Okay.
Coaster.
This guy. Anyway, sorry about that. But he kind of like looks at you and he's like, yes, I'm glad that we ran into your friend. He gave us directions here, and I told him that if he ever needed a favor, that he could call upon us at any time. Knowing that he knows you, this makes it even better. But anyway, we have been looking for a new ruler, and hearing that you obviously, are the prince, and we need, an heir, as, I'm just kind of surprised that we found you here. Like, we came here expecting to find it desolate and empty, but it's you. It really is you. The kingdom can be rebuilt. This is glorious.
Globb is like super shocked, stunned, but a smile is slowly appearing on his face, like Globb just pinches himself.
Ow, Globb is not dreaming.
Son, you are not dreaming. This, I believe and understand that you would think this is a dream, but fortunately for everyone, it is not. I do know that the mayor of the town had thought that we were envoys for your clan. So your father seemed to have been getting in the works for your clan to move into town and start coexisting with their resources.
It would have seemed so.
He takes out the letter that he had earlier and he opens it up and he shows him the
and
letter.
it even has the official Phandelver seal on it. Yes, this is absolutely official. I would recognize Harbin's handwriting anywhere.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And he puts the letter back in his pocket.
Well, let us begin reforming and regrowing our clan, our tribe, if you will. I understand that you may not look at us as family, but goblin to goblinoid, I see you as family, even if you do not see me as such. And I hope that you will be our king, King Globb.
If my dad considered you family, then you are family to me.
Thank you, my boy. Thank you, son. Thank you, King. What should I call you, my liege?
Globb is just Globb.
Excellent. Globb it is. No format of these.
You may call Globb King Globb, but Globb is just Globb. Globb is just Globb.
Hail Globb. Understood. Yes. We shall spread the news to the rest of the few that remain. We have gained many other hodgepodge clans. We have found another clan that only the females survived. So there's the 4 of us men, and then there's